never thought I would talk about this topic because I didn't see the value in it until I just watched Julia Fox's interview on the Zach Sang show. And then they started talking about it because she tweeted about it. But basically it's like about celibacy. She's been 2.5 years celibate, but then she's like, celibate isn't the right word because that's under religious terms where she's abstinent, she's abstaining from sex. And yeah, so I thought I'd talk about being abstinent for 3 years now. So on the Zach Sang show, Julia made a point that hers was much more intentional than mine. Really good intentions of, basically it was in like protests of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. And she said this one thing, and I think she said, why am I gonna open my legs for a man that won't stand up for me? Oh! Period. And then they kind of start talking about how she's just had so much more time to focus on things that are important to her and filling her cup, which is like more aligned with kind of where I started to go with it. I should just start from the beginning, but basically at first I didn't decide. Like it was never like, I'm not gonna have sex anymore. It was more because I had come out of such an abusive relationship and was just fucking terrified of men that it was out of fear. I think at about like the 6-month mark, it was like, just like anything, when you quit it, or any like addiction, or honestly, I'm gonna actually label it under addiction because it was something that was such a distraction for me that it was very obvious. And Julia says it in her interview as well. It was something that was really in the forefront of my mind when I initially stopped. And then as time went on, like honestly, after probably 8 months, I was like, I actually don't give a fuck. Oh my God, I actually have so much time for me. And I think I became intentional with the abstinence at about maybe a year. Yeah, I would say a year. So 2 years ago, I became really intentional with it because I think going to CODA and then understanding that I've never had sex with the intention of like love and being actually really intimate with that person. I've always had sex under the intention of wanting to be desired. It wasn't, yeah, I've never, especially like that feeling of wanting to be desired because my self-worth was in the absolute shitter. When I was having sex, especially with the partners I would always choose were so physically attractive, but like fucked in the head, babes. Like when I tell you I had the best sex of my life after my ex tried to kill me, oh my God. The way that man was still inside me and I was like, I can fix him. Babe, I can fix him. Oh my God. Yeah, about the 1 year mark, I realized my intentions behind having sex, being so intentional with abstaining. I'm like, oh my God, all my cups in my life. Like not just like, I don't look at myself as like one cup I need to fill. It's like, I have so many cups. It's like kind of like the fig tree theory. It's like, I don't just have one fig, I have a bunch of figs. And I've been letting them rot or I've been keeping so many cups empty. And now I'm filling them all. And I don't think about it. Like when people talk about sex, like their sex lives, I'm like, what's that like? Like, I don't have time. Like, when am I gonna schedule that in? Like, why am I gonna waste my time pursuing a man if I can just like spend $60 on a really nice vibrator? Like, you have no purpose. And Julia made some other points, like she hasn't had any like health issues down there. Her pH is fantastic. She's like, my pussy smells like roses. I'm like, period, bitch. Like that is, I've actually never, oh my God, fucking knock on wood. I've never had a yeast infection or BV. Oh my God. But I have had chronic UTIs to the point where I got kidney stones. Why would I go through that if I can just get a vibrator? And then I actually don't have to hear a man speak either, which is fantastic. I also think about it like because now I'm at a point where I'm like, if I were to start dating again, not ready, I don't have the time. I'm way too obsessed with my life actually. But if I were to start dating again, I don't think I would, well, actually, I know I wouldn't be physical with them for months at all, because, and then I think, I'm like, how many men would just not give me the time of day if I told them that? Because it is all about like the physicality of it, because most men actually hate women. There's probably so much more I can speak on it. I should have wrote some stuff down, but I just thought I'd sit down and see what came out, and that's what came out of my mouth. For the rest of the evening, I really want to play Animal Crossing, and I might go for a walk, and then I'm definitely going to read in my hammock. It's so hot today. It's so hot. Tomorrow morning, I was supposed to go get my Invisalign, and that appointment has been booked since April, middle of April. I gave him all the money up front 3 weeks ago, almost. I think it's like 2 weeks and 6 days ago. And he's like, okay, I'll go ahead and order it. It usually takes 5 to 10 business days to get it in. He knew this appointment was here because I had given him the money well past the date we made the appointment. And they called me yesterday and sent me an email and sent me a text just verifying my appointment, and I was like, I will be there. Sorry if the rain is really loud. Then I get a call from them again this morning, which is less than 24 hours before my appointment, and they said, your trays won't be in until early next week. They left a message and they're like, we can make an appointment for you on Wednesday. I didn't get the call, but I called back a minute later and I was like, hi, I'm just returning your call. Fine, let's just book an appointment for next week. She's like, I can get you in for the 21st. No, I'm about to burn this place down. Anyway, she's like, I'll call you back. Finally calls me back. Yes, I get an appointment for Wednesday at 9:30, but how unprofessional is it that, first of all, you called less than 24 hours before to cancel after you already verified? Places charge people for canceling. And there's been appointments that this dentist has not shown up to. And I'm like, what's the deal? Like, this is a very, bougie ass dentist. It's very, very nice. I'm just pissed off about that. Hey, that's so unprofessional, and I'm pissed off. And thank God my boss is so lenient. What if I booked off vacation pay and you just threw that at me noon the day before? I could have lost vacation pay. I'm gonna enjoy the rain. That pisses me the fuck off. Bitch, I'm about to throw hands. What do you mean the 21st? I think I'm gonna end the video here because it's Friday. This weekend is kind of busy, and it's also F1 here, so I don't know how that's gonna affect getting around the city. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog it for next week, but thank you for watching, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.